The rule of law. The rule of law, to the extent that it exists, is one of the great political achievements. It sits alongside democracy with universal suffrage as one of the crown jewels of a modern liberal society. It is something to be admired, upheld, and improved. The rule of law is defined by a number of characteristics: predictable and transparent legal processes, the right to a fair trial, the principle of innocent until proven guilty, limited discretion, restrictions on authority, equality before the law, nobody is above the law, all are accountable to the law. These are the characteristics that define the rule of law. These are the characteristics that make the rule of law great. The rule of law does not exist to the extent that it should. We must improve it. We must preserve it. We must never forget about its importance. It is all too easy to overlook it. To the extent that we do have the rule of law, and we do have it to a great extent, it is easy to take it for granted. It is easy to forget that for most of human history, we did not have the rule of law. Legal processes were often neither transparent nor predictable. Discretion was not limited. Power was not restricted. People were not even remotely equal before the law. We have not come as far as we must go, but we have come a long way. We must improve the rule of law. We must address the fact that class divides undermine equality before the law. We must address the occasional absence of transparent and predictable legal processes. We must ensure that power is restricted and discretion limited. We must improve the rule of law. The rule of law is a valuable thing. It greatly enhances human well-being. It facilitates order and provides society with much-needed structure. It creates a sense of stability. It makes laws easy to understand and easy to obey. It imposes limits on the power of the state. It imposes restraints on the actions of the powerful. It stands in the path of the tyrannical. It is the enemy of the dictatorial and the fascistic. It reduces the capacity of authority to engage in cruelty and brutality. The rule of law is a valuable thing. We must remember that. We must preserve the rule of law. We must improve the rule of law. Our society has many flaws, but we must not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Lawlessness is not our friend. Lawlessness is chaos and disorder, cruelty and brutality, pain and suffering. The problem is not that we have the rule of law. The problem is that we do not have the rule of law to the extent that we should. A significant move towards the rule of law has been one of the greatest political achievements. The rule of law must be preserved and improved. The rule of law is valuable.